tó ti dúró. Tuesday, 25th of November 2025. Good morning, Nigerians. You're very welcome to New to Sobi 101.9 FM Ilorin. The time is 8:34 a.m. and it's time for today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials plus analysis. This is where we take you through the headlines, the stories, and the trending issues on every news and media platform in Nigeria and beyond. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Mariam Afolabi, and this Tuesday morning, let me introduce you to my crew, Ayobola and Lali. Good morning, Ayobola.
Well, good morning to you, Miriam. Well, I am always happy to be here on the show, especially when you're giving me
we're always glad to have you.
Yes, it's a wonderful one. I just hope that we go in with what the day brings. All the good days anyway.
All right, thank you. And we have those on the studio, of course, our Tuesday analyst, Adebayo Abubakar. Good morning, Adebayo.
Yes, good morning, Mariam. Good morning, Ayobola. Good morning.
Good morning, Adebayo. You're welcome.
And before we continue the program, please call the phone lines for our listeners to hold on to.
All right, the numbers that you'll be holding on to are 091 2422 1019 or 080 51899241.
All right, thank you. Well, the beginning of the week seems to bring a little bit of circle and relief to Nigerians as regards to the issue of insecurity that we have been having, and of course we still have more discussion on it and more update on it. There's this one that says the Southwest governors renew call for state police approved security fund, and talking about let me mention some of the governors. We have the one in it was actually the meeting was held in Oyo State, Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, after a closed door meeting held at the Oyo State governor's office, and the governors include Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa of Ondo State, Biodun Oyebamiji of Ekiti, and the host who is Makinde of Oyo State. And I think the one of Osun State actually sent his deputy. So yes, the meeting, Adebayo Abubakar calling for state policing again amid the insecurity issues that we're having in Nigeria. But my first question on this particular issue, let's talk about the Southwest and the issue of insecurity there and how they've been able to tackle it so far, especially with the I wouldn't say the already registered or unregistered Amotekun that we have in the Southwest. Let's compare it to now the calling of the state police by these governors, and especially coming at this time. What is your opinion on that?
Well, the need for state policing across the country begins to sound like a broken record. It is an idea which time has come for a very long time, but it's like Nigeria is trying to run away from its shadow, and it is not going to be possible. You can run as fast as you can, but the shadow will be right there, beside, in front, or behind you, depending on the direction of the sunlight and the direction from which you are receiving the sunlight from. The President lately came out to say that, there is no going back on the need to establish state policing. Let us not call it state police. Let's call it a multi-layered policing system. Introducing a multi-layered policing system into our security approach.
Okay.
For example, in some countries where they practice three-tier federalism, the government and the central will have their own, and the various subnational governments will have theirs. We have the county, the borough, and even the metropolitan police. We have the London Metropolitan Police, for instance. So like that, they have that multi-layer that will, the local one will serve as a kind of first aid. That is, when you have an injury, somebody who has little knowledge medical this thing will come into your aid and provide stability before a real medical examination and treatment follows. So the same thing in terms of security, time is of the essence. Like I said the last time, if something is happening in Eruku and you put a distress call to Kwara State Police Command headquarters here, look at the time before they mobilize and travel in a situation whereby I don't think there is any state command except maybe Lagos through their own out-of-the-box initiative, Lagos State Security Trust Fund. No state command has helicopter in Nigeria. So even if you have helicopter, these criminals are so mobile that if you give them 5 minutes, the gap they will give the security agents, they may not be able to catch up again.
What about the drones that we keep saying that?
That is one of it. in addition to those drones, would drone just be looking at them and be following them around? Something to halt them from taking away captives and wreaking havoc. So there is need for that multi-layer policing, in addition to this over-centralized police system that we have. And again, I learned that the president said they should withdraw as many as 100,000 from VIP. Can you just imagine a nation that is confronted with this kind of internal disorder that is presumed to be within the purview of what the police should handle, internal security? Police had, played themselves out of reckoning in terms of this. They instead allocate their already shortened manpower to VIPs, while majority of Nigerians in the rural areas are left not under policed, unpoliced.
Okay, let's go for this commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue from there. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Níbínú kó fẹ́ jábọ́ mi yà lọ mú rà pé fóònù yẹn heavy jù fún.
Spell celery.
Celery.
L-E-R-I. Celery. Bros, you want to know the salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
T-U-R-M-E-R-I-C.
Yes, so.
Turmeric.
Correct. 1 carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you. Maggi chicken flavor with onion, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
Baba, make you help me, make I dey shine my eyes, make my enemies not see me, even when I dey sleep, make I no lose guard, Baba, in short, just dey help me stay alert. As Airtel, they alert me anytime Yahoo people send spam message to take scam me.
At Airtel, we have taken proactive steps to keep you safe from every spam activity. With Airtel Spam Alert service, powered by AI, it casts text in real time with no app or setup needed. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further. Milo.
Every miracle was tastes just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
You don't just vibe to anything, and that's okay. Do you like it hot? Then go for Mini Noodles Niger pepper flavor, the spicy rebel. Do you like it fresh? Then get your Mini Noodles chicken and veggies flavor, the fresh gang. Maybe you like to party. Then you need to have a taste of Mini Noodles Patty Jollof flavor, party starter. Or you could be a foodie. Then you love Mini Noodles sloppy chicken flavor, the foodie vibes. Whatever you like, Mini Me's got a flavor for you. So pick your vibe. Mini Noodles, slop life.
Indomie Eater We promo. That's Rapali Indomie J gives it Bible. Gives you one number in Kokori. Give one Lusuria one. Gara. www.ng/eat and win. If you number in Kokori, you yate. Kill the àǹfààní àti gba àwọn ẹ̀bùn ọ̀fẹ́ àmóríwú àwọn mẹ́wàá tó bá yẹ jùlọ lórí yàtẹ̀ ní àǹfààní ẹ̀bùn àmóríwú àti mílíọ̀nù kan náírà fún ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ fún ẹnìkan tó bá pérégedé jùlọ bí o bá ṣe ra Indomie bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o lè ní àǹfààní àti yèkètò olùkéde Indomie Noodles oúnjẹ aládùn tó ṣe ara lóore.
Start your day and have a good time. Even when you need to clear your eyes.
time moments with Kivo Creamer.
Kivo Creamer.
Okay. You're welcome back to today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials with analysis of Tuesday edition, 25th of November 2025, with Mariam Afolabi, Ayobola Ayla Aliu, and Adebayo Abubakar. And of course, we've been still discussing the issue of insecurity. And you had already touched on this particular one where the president said that about 100,000 police should be withdrawn from VIPs, right? And of course, this is not the first time. This seems not to be the first time. In fact, the opposition party is already complaining about it. So continue from where you stop so that we can.
Yeah, this is not the first time, but there is a unique difference in this.
Okay.
And that difference is that it is the president now making the order. The previous one were from the IG himself, which he perhaps half-heartedly announced because it constitutes part of the economy of something I would not want to mention on.
Okay.
I don't know Nigerian police as a revenue generating agency. But I know getting police protection, it does not come free.
Come free.
Does not come free. So I have never had a situation whereby the police declare how much they realize from such adventure. So this is how we have been misappropriating scarce resources in this country, misapplying our resources. When there are people, I wonder sometimes even the anti-kidnapping squad of Kwara State Police Command, you see them around GSS roundabout, Maraba, going to Fati. You see them there, stopping Marua, stopping Okada. When there are spaces to be governed in Eruku, Babanla Sagbe, Babasangwan, and the rest of them, they will sit down inside Nigerian
Metropolis. But we've seen cases where people are.
This is pure tactical blunder.
Okay.
In terms of manpower deployment, we need to face that. But then coming to Amatekun, you spoke about Amatekun having been established.
Southwest.
Yes, they are established with legal limitation onto the caliber of ammunition they can bear. They are not allowed to bear high caliber ammunition like AK-47. Because they are not, the law establishing them is not a federal making. So maybe gradually by the time the law enabling the establishment of state police, then the structure of Amatem can be collapsed into that, and then they will be better equipped. And again, like Malam Balaji Abdullahi said, ordering the withdrawal of police from VIP protection is not enough. What the police need is not just mere number. They also need equipment, motivation, welfare package. They need to be motivated. They need to be well equipped, not just to throw them there to go and fight bare hand. AK-47 alone is not, what is required to tackle them. You need top-notch communication gadgets for where there is a need for, reinforcement, and again, mobility. You have to mobilize them. You have to ensure logistics that enhances their mobility. For instance, when they are calling for reinforcement, that reinforcement will not take forever in coming. It should come in real time. For example, if they, like the reports we are getting is that there is a particular section of the forest that they have held like their own republic within the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
As if it's ungoverned or governed.
Igbo people will say to fear Akwa inside our republic. According to our accounts from those who had gone there and Providence brought them back home. That those places they have kind of established so that they reign over those places. But the Nigerian security agents have what it takes to storm those places, but it must be a well coordinated plan. So we can't do that when part of the manpower that are required to outnumber them and suppress them is being allocated for people. And most of these officers attached to VIP, they are grossly getting involved in human rights violation of the downtrodden. That is exactly what they do. When some people are left vulnerable to those bandit attacks, you will see as many as 4 or 5 police officers attached to one billionaire attending parties, actually, lounging. Some.
Before we move away from VIPs, because we discussed this yesterday.
I even have something to ask before we move away.
Let me not use the word VIP. Let's talk about political office holders. They do deserve this protection.
No. Political office holders are not VIPs.
Okay.
Don't let us mix them up.
Not mix them together. But
exactly. Even celebrities that have nothing to do with government's work. Of course, as a government worker, particularly when you are in such a position where you take decisions that step on some filthy toes, let me put it that way, if it is permitted on this platform, you need protection.
Protection.
For example, let me give you an example. Here's some wicked. The nature of the job in Abuja, you can't leave such a person exposed. Executive governor of a state, you can't leave them exposed. Even commissioners, you can't leave them exposed. But the president has provided an alternative in civil defense.
Now that's where I'm going. That does it have to be the one?
Because the civil defense are equally enabled to bear the caliber of arms police bear for the first line protection that we are talking about. So we need to act within the limits of what we have and make judicious use of it. This time around, talking about human resource within the police.
Well, still on that withdrawal of the police from the VIPs, there was this worrisome video going viral about what a young man who presented himself as one of those whom abducted the students in Niger and Kebbi State, saying now that now they will be going for the VIPs, the soldiers, and the politicians. On the front page of Vanguard now we have this that fear grips the VIPs as police plan their modalities to withdraw from the
I don't want us to give, cheap publicity to those cheap talks by one rap criminal somewhere who have access to the internet. I blame our intelligence, this thing, and even the security. If it were to be one of those VIP now that report somebody of cyber bullying, come and see the vigor, come and see how the police will flex muscle and track that person. Even the person is living under the ocean, they will go and bring it. But this person now, having access to the internet, they can't trace him and pick him up. It is just to stoke fear unnecessarily in the heart of the people. And I believe we have what it takes. When I say we have, our security agencies have what it takes to track him. But why they are not doing it remains clear to them.
Which is worrisome,
the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the box stop on his table, on his desk, he needs to tell the police, go after this idiot that is making that kind of pronouncement that they will go after the VIPs. Who are they? Can they outnumber us? If not for the fact that, look at what this Vivo, that guy that contested for governorship in Lagos. That is, they should liberalize license to fire, let everybody be armed and protect themselves. As if you are going on the street, nobody can threaten you with fist because you have your own. So if you know I'm armed, you cannot threaten me with arm too. But then, if we travel that route, it might be a recipe for anarchy and disaster. But then, the federal government, this is where we need to sit down and set aside all those useless sentiments of if we establish state police, governors will abuse it. Abused by governors, is it not better than all this existential threat that we are getting? So much so that somebody will sit down in Washington after drinking vodka and start calling us a disgraced country, simply because we are talking of sovereignty, the sovereignty that appears to be slipping out of our hand into the hand of criminals. So that's why we need to sit down and do the needful, no matter whose ox is God. And again, I must say, where it is perceived that the federal government are reluctant to act, many quarters it is believed that it is because of 2027.
No.
That some people who are so desirous of second term.
You are dragging us to politics, which are...
Yes, of course, there's no how you can discuss security without politics.
I do want us to talk about it. Politics and the media is where I want to go now. Because it seems we need enough media literacy to be able to distinguish from, verified security updates from rumors. Just like the one that Ebola said now, it was a video. But then what is the role of the media in this, in convincing people, especially as the election is going, to separate what is political motivated from the truth?
While I will not totally exonerate my constituency, which is media, from all this unnecessary publicity being given, you should blame the political office holders for not being forthcoming with original information. When your information management system is such that it delays or even denies the public the true position of the government, you give room for rumor. That vacuum will be filled with rumor. So that is what is happening. So, but then, we media men should know that we need a very peaceful country to thrive, to practice our profession. That is why, and again, I have given this one a very serious thought. There is an arm of the media that is gaining currency over the past half a decade, or if not decade now. That is fact-checking. Fact-checking should be incorporated into our curriculum in secondary school, so that people will be able to distinguish between AI-generated voices, AI-generated videos, and all sort of things, so that we will know what to believe and what not to believe. Because if we don't take fact-checking beyond the desk of editors and take it to the street, for an average Nigerian to be equipped with that knowledge, with that skill, it is another, time bomb. So we need to look in that direction.
Well,
And that's also that responsibility to be taken up by the National Orientation Agency. Madam Larensa Onilu is another bit for you if you are listening to this.
I know you've always been a champion of separating real journalism from bloggers.
That's another problem in Nigeria now.
Talking to that.
Anybody who has a smartphone, even whether the screen is broken or not, a glorified rumor monger will call themselves journalists. First and foremost, they call themselves bloggers. From blogger, they graduate to I'm a journalist and this and that. And
I really love us to talk about this, but we have to go for this break. When we come back, we'll continue from there. Please stay tuned.
So things not easy for Nigeria now. It means that CD don't come with pay small. Zero interest, no
tó bá tún fẹ́ contribute kò yẹ kó tún gba bíi tí Mariam gbà mọ́ wàá yẹ kó tún mú different topics tó tún dára padà sí security lẹ́sìn.
Okay, look at it. I want to discuss the
your attention is focused on social media.
No, this is my phone.
èyí tó lọ lẹ́fọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
mo ti lọ yọ ọgbà tí mo ní kó fẹ́ jábọ́.
gbogbo ẹ̀ ajínigbé ìjọba 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 àwọn sáǹtì yìí.
ẹlẹ́ni tí mo dé hó dẹ̀ ló ti jábọ̀.
ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wà professional for once ká wá dìde bá ọ iṣẹ́ ká wá ṣe nígbà yìí.
But àwọn discussion wa lóyún náà ó ní
There are different headlines, Mr. Bayo.
She should be dragging you away. There are different headlines. Look at the portal. I send different, But what you send is not she got it.
Lesson there.
Nobody knows how you go to Babu. See, to Babu is like a pedestrian. It's a non-issue.
Ibo civil defense mo fẹ́ kí Mr. Bayo sọ̀rọ̀ lọ gan-an dẹ̀ wá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ pẹ̀lú that particular headline. Ọ̀pá ìmọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ civil defense wà as an option to police for the civilians.
Civil defense is not politics. It's not politics. I mean, it's not security. Gbogbo nǹkan tí mo sẹ́ǹdì rẹ̀ méjì ni security. And before you know it now, 9 million.
chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric.
I've noticed this. You people have not putting me on. Hey, Ika, I think about it by. By let one see.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious.
If you don't read and digest, it won't give you the opportunity of asking intelligent questions.
We hear you. Your Maggi Star in double cubes, double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggi Star double cubes, made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggi brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
You got him over studio super passport. Need to pay you.
Me and Maggi. So
one minute, please bring your phone. Bring when I have a studio person. One balloon, like one team,
You're supposed not start not
What
carry
daddy?
time play. Even though like
Production manager, when you look at
but
family,
they never find time
what could you say?
only
Bro, so this
no
is
stress at
when you are
day at all. Just
one
me and something with
watching the
fresh
program
my
yellow.
vibe. Instant.
See, I better buy that
Make me
bottom
love my 35 CL plastic
from South Africa. I don't want to mail under 5 seconds.
Just
Is
300
this part of the
naira.
production?
Price makes
That
sense.
sound, is it part of the production? So about the years, okay, for what
Carry a
purpose?
35cl plastic hook now for
What
300
message do you want to
naira. Make
give
you
to
self
us?
enjoy better vibe.
Extraneous sound. They audit your program after in post-production analysis. That's why we should be careful what we bring into the studio. You leverage not to police the Madam, kò sí social media àti presence. Jerry mi gbé wá bíbá yìí. I don't know. Ẹ máa tó abuse ẹ̀ sí tí ó ti gbé management ìjókòó nínú.
I thought our champion court is streaming. We've not been streaming. Our streaming has not been regular. Kò regular rárá.
Àwọn ọ̀sán kò kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀
Ìgbà tí ọba yẹn ti wà á wù yá wù bẹ́ẹ̀ bí kìíní.
How much come to your personal pocket? Station lórí tó wá ṣe.
No, sometimes we get promotional because ideally, as every profession, you have a right to at least promote yourself as well. So most of the time, we end up.
Like I tell them, back when I don't say selective coverage, my coverage, my perspective does not need you. You need it for traffic. I don't need you. So.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials with analysis. You're welcome back to the program. Now let's continue from where we stopped while we round up that particular conversation. Adebayo Abubakar, you were just trying to give us the importance of separating real journalists from bloggers, while we move on to politics.
Exactly. So as I was saying, when you see those people who deal with the liberalized access to the internet in Nigeria now, following the emergence of GSM, you now see everybody online. You say, hey, hi guys, hey, get this. With video editing skill, sound editing skill, they manipulate everything. But like I used to tell some of my colleagues, when even I had that NUJ established an anti-quackery task force, we don't need that. All you need is continuous capacity building, so that when a professional does a job and you read it, you know that this is the job of a professional. No matter how daft the person is, when you read the work of a professional journalist, you will be able to differentiate from, you will see that balancing, you will see that professional touch in it. So the inability of some, due to the level of media illiteracy in the country, to separate between a rumor monger and a journalist is another thing that is causing this. And again, when they come out and say, it's not you journalists, some people cannot even distinguish between Facebook and journalists. Whatever they see on Facebook, whatever they see being circulated on WhatsApp, you are a journalist. It's journalists that are spreading it.
All right. Anyway, let's quickly move away from that to politics. We have this headline that says it's official. Atiku formally joins ADC ahead of 2027 elections. And of course, it has been speculation of, even since last year, we've been having at the beginning of this year, speculation, okay, where exactly is Atiku? And now, finally, he has announced it. So, Adebayo Waka, what do you see? How does this affect the political terrain, his own political career generally, and then the political terrain in Nigeria as against 2027 election?
If politics were to be a profession where you can, look for job, submit your resume, the richness of Atiku's resume in terms of the party he has joined would be unbeatable. But having said that, it is within his right to pick his tent politically with any party. As a matter of fact, going by Nigerian constitution, no political party has the power to prevent anybody from joining it. Right to freedom of association. So, but then, this mobility sometimes calls to question the rationale behind him seeking a particular public office. Some people call it desperation, some people call it zeal to serve, but then, whatever it is, I believe the people of Nigeria have the capacity, have the power through their PVC to determine who they give that mandate. But then, you will recall when ADC first came up about 6 months ago, I said people were saying Atiku is going there. When he did not, announce on time, I said it was people who were second guessing and making statements on his behalf. Wait until the man actually, we know that is where he is going. But then we Nigerians should welcome that, because if going by indication of what we are seeing and with the benefit of hindsight, we don't have an opposition party in PDP. Because right now, the people who are claiming to be authentic are being discredited by those who claim to be other factions who are claiming to be authentic. The people whose signatures are with the INEC is different from people who are trying to force their way into Wadata Plaza. So at the end of the day, if the loudest people among this faction go ahead to nominate candidate, fund the candidacy of the person, and the person contests and wins election, on the eve of swearing in, you might have a court order upturning such an election, like it happened in Zamfara to APC. So that is why right now PDP is not a party at the moment. I say that without any fear of equivocation. Because of the unless and until their differences are resolved and they are able to present one united ESCO to INEC, so that Nigeria can now, that is when Nigeria can see PDP as an alternative. But in the absence of that, I think ADC is coming in to serve a purpose. I'm not campaigning for ADC. I don't even know, apart from their name and Malam Bolaji Abdullah, I don't know any other person. Okay, Atiku has joined. Okay, David Mark, yes.